what's happening in Ukraine should be good lessons to us. Diplomacy should be the way. Absolutely no doubt of mind. That must be the way. We are too poor, we need too much to begin to commit resources to a war that we cannot win. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again, all of you have supported me over the years. Family, friends, corporate bodies, our friends from other countries, my diplomat friends, Your Excellency has all been very supportive and you've been great inspiration. I want to thank all the chiefs and people of Ghana. You have all been a source of strong motivation and inspiration. Special thank you again to our chairman, Nana Aro, former president, Dr. Supporters of Chiefs, for his continuing friendship and support. Of course, thank to my other special guests for being extremely inspiring. Special thanks also to the committee that has worked to put together the very comprehensive program that we are pursuing for this year's celebrations, led by Dr. Ayobache. Sorry, Ajo Koto. Thank you. You have a friend for Ayobache. I want to end by inviting all of you to celebrate with us. We have a very exciting lineup of programs, including among others, Youth Empowerment and Entrepreneurship Day, Anti-Corruption Day, Women's Day, Environmental Day, and all of that. These all address the various concerns that we get about at a global level. I want you all to become part of it so we can begin to contribute our quota to the achievement of the SDGs and all of that. The Grand Table is on October 7th. So we have a long celebration. Just a few seconds to explain it. The traditional Yam Festival Day is 2nd September, next Saturday. So far away from the anniversary of my coronation, which falls on 4th October, we have chosen to celebrate one big series of activities to connect, these 2 dates. So the celebration has already started, continuing from now all through to the 8th of October. 7th is a grand table, because the 4th of October falls in midweek. So you're all invited. The most important days are some of the ones that I've mentioned. But even most especially the days that climax our festivities. 6th October, when I sit in the state, and 7th October, when we have the grand event. You all welcome to home. Thank you very much.
Please subscribe to Morris TVGH.
Chieftaincy in the Volta region does not come with all the riches in mineral wealth, royalties, extensive stool lands, and etc. That probably partly explains why many would-be chiefs run away from their communities when it's a time to select a chief so they can avoid the entrapment. But naturally, market makers have also mastered the art. They know how to grab their targets. As I recounted during the launch of my 10th anniversary, the day 25th of September 2003 was the normal day. Or so did I think. I returned from work at about 2 a.m., retired to bed, and after 3.5 hours, my security man came to knock at my door to announce that I had some visitors. I walked into my sitting room and eventually into the waiting arms of those who had been sent from home to capture me and bring me to home. That is how my journey to chieftaincy began. It's something I didn't look forward to, and indeed, after they gotten me at about before 6 a.m., we all stayed holed up in my house for the next 12.5 hours. I never accepted to leave the house until about 6:30 when I realized that I had no choice, and I gave in. Then on the 4th of October, after 9 days of confinement, I was proclaimed the leader of the people. A leader without any resources. Indeed, not even a plot of land did I inherit. Several people were part of the plot. The most important actors who are responsible for the loss of my privacy were Dr. Teteku and Commodore Kofi Kuruche, the leaders of my captors. Unfortunately, the two of them are not here with us today. They both passed on. Dr. Teteku, paradoxically, after abdicating. However, I would not have been the only choice or favorite of the people without the support of my late twin brother, Philip Atakapo, who accepted to continue his elementary education so that I could go to secondary school, given that support was not available to both of us. My late father, Patikapu, and my late friends, Harry Naku, who died during our second year at university, Hilary Ibo, and Tomanso, among others, were also very important in my early life. But of course, we would have been here today without the work of my predecessor, the late Towe II, and those who preceded him. Towe Apende after the second was very inspirational even after his death. And I've never said it publicly that he actually appeared in my dream to inspire me at a time when there were pockets of opposition. Of course, my father also surprisingly, the only time I had a dream of him, about him, was in relation to the work I was doing as a chief. But the most important person through whom God worked his magic to make this day possible, my mother, Rose Akuyo Anyawe, who many of you have come to know thanks to the revelation by Mr. Freddie Blake, was a palm wine seller. You know, palm wine is a very little kind of business. The lowest probably you can have. Another chairman, my distinguished friends and guest speakers, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly and very humbly ask that we all rise and observe a few seconds of silence to honor the memory of these departed people who have been very, very important in my life, and therefore, without whom I will not be standing before you this evening.
May their souls rest in perfect peace. Amen. Please resume your seats.
My mother did not go to school, but while I helped her to sell the local wine and assisted her on the farm, I learned hard work. I learned perseverance, and I learned honesty. I also learned from her humility, modesty, selflessness, and empathy. Those have been my guiding principles. The payment of my school fees was a tug of war, so I know what poverty and deprivation are, and I can relate to the suffering of our people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, anytime I speak about corruption in Ghana, this is the reason why. I know what poverty is. I know what suffering is like. Another chairman, that was also why in my inaugural address about 20 years ago, on that fateful day, the 4th of October 2003, I expressed a hope that my installation would mark a new beginning for all of us in the state. More importantly than that, Chairman, I pledge to commit myself to the best interests of the people. This pledge was recognition of the desire of my people for development. Development that creates jobs, enhances living standards, and brings happiness. But I also acknowledge the role citizens of Assembly have or had to play in the unfolding history of the state. Everything I've tried to do ever since has been about making possible the desired change in the lives of my people. I've adopted a naturalistic approach because of my belief that the lives of Assembly people, Voltarians, and all of Ghana are inextricably linked. I desire to modernize traditional leadership and make it more responsive to the development aspirations of the people. Given our limited resources, I understood that we needed to have constant dialogue and collaboration with our citizens and other actors in the development process. Madam Chairman, development is a long and never-ending journey. The celebration of my 20th anniversary should therefore be an opportunity for stock-taking and planning for the future, while we give thanks to God and all who have supported us. But to succeed, we must recommit ourselves to serving the best interests of our people, the best interests of the state. In the 20th anniversary book that will be released very soon, I attempted some amount of stock taking. I outlined some of the things we have done to mobilize our people and attract investment into our country, as well as some of the development projects and initiatives I have started to support the Assembly people and indeed all Ghanaians. The theme for this year's desire captures the desire of the chiefs of Assembly to celebrate what they think was 20 years of selfless and inspiring leadership. What my friend would prefer to call 20 years of selfless, inspiring, and fearless leadership. Thank you very much. Madam Chairman, my preference was for a theme that would more directly reflect our development orientation. But it's also true that self-leadership is important for development. I thank my people for showing so much appreciation to my modest achievements. Thank you. In order to lay foundation for the effective mobilization of our people, home and abroad, and to attract investment, we designed a website for Assembly State and have put together 2 publications. Home Tourist Guide 2009, which we are in the process of updating, and then that will be available very soon. We also put together a book, The Volta Region, a guide to tourists and investors. Subsequently, we published what many of you have received this evening, unveiling the Volta region of Ghana. And as you will see, the book covers all of Volta from north to the south, prior to the division of Volta into Volta region and Ontario. Notable projects that we have promoted over the past years include, and thanks to my friends from Shenzhen Energy, the 560 megawatt Sunon Hydrosolar power plant, which accounts for 15% of Ghana's power generation capacity. And again, thanks to the support of the chiefs and people of who gave us land for the project. Thanks to the same support, Assembly Power is looking at the 3rd phase of this project that will add another 508 megawatts of capacity. We also promoted Africa World Airlines, which is exploring opportunities for an aggressive coverage of all of West Africa and beyond in an attempt to make Ghana truly an aviation hub in our South region, thanks to support from the Asian Group and also from China Africa Development Fund. I also would like to acknowledge the professionalism of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority and also the Ghana Airport Company. Their secretaries have been very supportive. We also have the World Trade Center Accra with a mission to integrate Ghanaian businesses into the World Alliance of World Trade Centers. And we were privileged to host all the 300 plus trade centers across the world in Accra last April. We are thankful for the cooperation we have received from Senate, which made this possible. We also have established the Volta Development Agency that has established alliances with various development organizations with the objective of bringing development to the Volta region. We have the student assembly, we have the Student Education Fund that has supported students across the length and breadth of our country. We've also constructed the Apple Memorial Roman Catholic Junior High School to honor the memory of my late brother. Mr. Chairman, my outlook has benefited from my travels. When I travel, I see development that is in sharp contrast to what we see here. Personally though, and thankfully, my sadness usually gives way to a breath of desire or a fresh burst of desire and of determination to make a difference. That is why I'll continue to dedicate myself to the noble fight, the battle against poverty, deprivation, and suffering. I look for the support of all of you as I intensify my efforts to bring development to our country. Major developments that I intend pursuing going forward include the following. Again, thanks to my friends from Shenzhen Energy and as of the powerful chairman, Mr. Yan is with us here. 50 megawatt solar project in the north, which is ongoing thanks to my colleague chiefs from Damango in the Savannah region who gave us land for the purpose. And 50 megawatts wind power project in Niger. Again, thanks for the support of the chiefs of Adan 7 area. As you've heard, we intend developing the Ghana Aviation Academy to be based at the whole airport. We believe that will inspire a lot of our young people to pursue careers in aviation while also boosting our tourism industry. I'm excited about the soon to be completed HAS Africa Sports Academy, which is a special gift to the youth of our country. It will be the most modern sports academy in the country. The journey will not be easy from experience. Two major initiatives in the agri sector were undermined by unexpected global developments, including COVID-19. I want to thank the chiefs of North Town and again Damango in the Savannah region who were very supportive in accepting to give us land. Similarly, my plans to develop the bridge from Accra, the 1.5 billion Bogosi project, did not see the light of day. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for the support that we received from the chiefs and people of Osu and Damashi, with whom we have signed MOUs to utilize those lands for what would have been a very exciting project in our country. We are currently pursuing initiatives in other sectors, manufacturing, real estate, electronic vehicles, and financial technology, among others. As part of the 20th anniversary celebration, I will relaunch before the end of the year the Ghana Medical Aid Fund to take care of people who are suffering from various strange ailments, particularly children. And we also publish the next edition, as I said, of Go Business and Tourist Guide. Most excitingly, I want to launch the Akuyo and Ata Foundation to honor the memories of my mother
Hello.
to honor the memories of my mother and my late twin brother. This will be done before the end of the year. And I intend to give to the foundation 60% of my business interest so that it can continue to work. You know, I work very hard at this. Those who know me, I've never had a vacation since I returned from the US in 89 after completing here. And I want my work to benefit generations upon generations. And I believe that even though I don't have a whole lot, 40% of what I have is more than enough for me and my family. So, Akuyo and Ata Foundation will be launched, will be headquartered in Home, in a building that is already completed. I will also finally register the Africa Traditional Leadership Institute that should work towards establishing the Africa Traditional Leaders Union, which I intend to work in partnership and in support of the more political Africa Union. We believe that the integration of Africa will not be possible unless it carries along the chiefs who are in touch with the people. Whatever happens in Addis Ababa cannot get down to our villages unless it is through collaboration between the AU and the chiefs. So the Africa Traditional Leadership Institute, which is the secretariat of the Africa Traditional Leaders Union, will be incorporated before the end of the year and be launched. Indeed, my vision is invariably an African vision, because I believe Africa can be very powerful together. 1.3 billion people. Our numbers will be rivaled only by those of India and China. And I know those two countries derive a lot of power from their numbers. It's about time we Africans also utilize those numbers to our advantage. And I think that our chiefs coming together can be an important catalyst in promoting integration, effective and sustainable integration. That is why I've led my good friends from Shenzhen Energy and Solar Power on various business exploratory missions to Senegal, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, DRC Congo, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and still counting. I've always believed, Ghana Chairman, that development is not possible without peace. The desire to help to strengthen peace, anything in Ghana, is the reason why, as we people have embarked on various fraternal visits across the country. We believe we have to work together to strengthen our peace. And over the next couple of years, I'll work hard towards the resolution of the major outstanding chieftaincy conflicts in the country. And I hope that will be good news for Honorable Minister of Chieftaincy. But of course, we the chiefs must work together to ensure that it will require honesty on our part. If we all tread the path of strictest honesty, there will not be disputes. Whenever there are disputes, somebody will tell the truth. So I encourage our chiefs to hold on to the path of shared honesty so we can establish peace on the chieftaincy front and also find the cause of peace across our country and our continent. Our peace and stability in Ghana have been magnets that have attracted and continue to attract investors to our country. So let us remember, between peace and anarchy, there is no choice. And that is why we must not go to war with Niger. I was surprised that that was even contemplated. Wars are not easily won. And what's happening in Ukraine should be good lessons to us. Diplomacy should be the way. Absolutely no doubt in mind. That must be the way. We are too poor. We need to